Hey y'all, it's me, Miss Jim. Let me turn this around. I'm not going to do all this stuff because you know if the red live button's lit up, you're live, and if it's not lit up, you're on replay. So either way, I'm so glad you're here, or I will be when you get here. Okay, while people are jumping on, let me get to this one, and so I can see comments. Let's see who's actually here. Somebody's here. I see it. Okay, that's not what I want. This is what I want right here. Okay. Gonna turn this down. Let's see who's actually. Okay, there. Hey, Justin and Carol Ruth and Lori and Carolyn and Lori again. Okay, Frankie's in here now. He's going to be chewing on a bone in a minute. Y'all, I am so sorry. Hey, Justin, I loved your palette. Wish I'd got one of those TVs instead of the one I just bought. Okay, let's see. Hey, Wayne. Okay, y'all, I am so sorry about Thursday night, but you know, if I didn't have power and I didn't have internet, even if I'd had internet, which I couldn't get on at my house, even if I had to leave home to send y'all a message, even if I could, it was night and I couldn't see because we had no light. So I appreciate your indulgence on that. Oh, here comes Shannon Cook. Yay. Okay, let's see. All right, y'all, we're going to make a prayer box or any, decorate a box any way you want to. I'm doing a prayer box. Hey, Brenda. And this is what I'm using. Hey, Shana. This is what I'm using. This is a Birdhouse from Michael's. And I have painted it white because it's a country church. And I do have this. I made a little top here with pixie dough. What's it called? Anyway, from the dough from Paint Pixie, and it's going to have. That's what's going to turn it into a church. It will have a cross up there that I'll glue down in a little while. Hey, Becky, and oh, Becky, congratulations, that beautiful great granddaughter that you got. She's so pretty. Looks like a little larva, all wrapped up in her pretty colorful little blankie. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. You can do any kind of box you wanted to. Yeah, I've enjoyed. You haven't seen me because I haven't said much, Justin. But I've enjoyed seeing y'all with Regina. I always enjoy seeing you, Stacy, but then you added Regina into the mix, and it was doubly special, so triply special because there were three of you there. Okay, I did this one because it's got a hole here. You can write your prayer card there. I can tell you're having fun. I wish I were there. You can just stick your little prayer slip in there, and then if you want to clean it out ever, you can just open the doors and pull it out, or you can leave the doors open. I don't know if I'm going to put lights in it or not, because this is the only place for them to come out. So, I may not do it, or I may add them later. I may, drill a hole in the back, and I don't know. Okay, what I want to do first is, this is, if this works out the way I want it to, I saw this little country church, and it's just a white church, and it was weather beaten and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to see if I'm not going to, I primed it, but I'm not going to paint it because it's a nice little church. I don't think it was meant to be a church, but that's what it's going to be. And I've got one of these I can do that I can either put praying hands here on the bird's perch, or I can put an angel. I haven't decided yet. Y'all can help decide. Hey, Regina. I'm so glad you're with our friend Justin. You know what I meant to get? Maybe I can find them. Y'all, I'm having so much trouble finding things because Andrew's cleaning out his space, and a lot of it's going in the garage. And what I have is a path I can get in and get to my thing, you know, get to my shelves, but I have to wind around them. I can't walk from one side of the garage to the other side of the garage. So it's really kind of hard. Let me find these things. I forgot one thing I needed. Hang on. I was going to put up here, but I cannot find them. So I'm not going to do anything with this. I'll have to get started and do the best I can. Thank you, Tina. He didn't listen. He didn't listen. He said you should have done that to begin with. Y'all, I'm pretty sure they're right over there. I didn't call you Frankie. Y'all, if everything goes dark, it means Frankie got behind my craft table and unplugged things. He does that. Who's Pammy? Oh, Pamela? Okay. I'm going to look one more place. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll do. Okay, so I've got... Somebody sent me all these shingles in Happy Mail. So I'm just going to get a bunch of those out. But before I do that, I'm going to just... I don't know if you can see that I just kind of very lightly drew in a line back here, and I'm going to do that all the way around just to mimic, you know, the age that these old churches look. So, and for that, I'm using chocolate souffle from Paint Pixie. And I just need a little bit. Get out here. Okay, so I'm just going to, got this thin little brush, and then I'm just going to paint just a little bit down the side. And I'm kind of squiggling it. You can see that. Justin, you can put together that that sofa thing, that sectional, or at least part of it, and put it in the craft shack so people have a place to sleep when they come see you, if and you want to, or you can take a nap. You know, I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to spacing or anything else because I want it to look a little weathered, kind of like that. And we can take another little brush and just kind of fade it out some. So, need to reboot. Okay, Becky. I'll still be here painting things. Hey, Robin. And I'm going to cover up some of this on the front because I'm doing something. I'm going to try to do something a little different, or at least different for me, because, you know, the little church that I saw was pretty much ivy covered. And it was so pretty, and I couldn't find any tiny ivy, so I got some boxwood. So it could be boxwood covered, right? Okay, now this paint will fade out some naturally as it dries. Well, I can squiggle the doors too. See, I just want a little hint of something. Like I said, it's going to be covered up. I thought about this because every time I go live, multiple people have prayer requests. And I thought, well, we'll just do a prayer box. And then people can have their own. But like I say, you don't have to do a prayer box if you don't want to. You can do any kind of box. Or birdhouse or whatever. I've had this for a while with thinking it would be a prayer box. Well, welcome back, Becky. We missed you. Okay. Oregano box. Oh, good. Oregano box. I didn't know oregano came in a box. But yes, you can use an oregano box. Or for whatever you want to put in oregano. I've got a funny story about Andrew. When he was about, I don't know, 10 or 11, I caught him out in the garage at the house we used to live in, and he had gotten hold of some cigarette rolling papers, and he rolled up and got my oregano leaves and rolled them up, and he was out there smoking them like they were marijuana, and he was stoned out of his mind because he convinced himself. I mean, sitting there smoking, going, and was kind of lolled over one side. Andrew's always been kind of a funny little bird. Let me see if I can. That's not water, that's something else. I'm not sure what that is. Just, I should have brought water in here and I didn't, so I'm using my paint water. Maybe I'll do this. My prayer box does work really well, but then my prayer work only works because prayer works. If prayer didn't work, then I would have no, you know. Okay, does that look something like, ooh, oh, it's too heavy. Good, Jamelis. Down here on the floor. Okay. Well, I got this spray bottle from Magnolia when I signed up to be one of their affiliates. I'm not anymore because I never could use the stuff the way it was intended. But the spray bottle, you spray it here and it comes out there, and I was forever spraying myself in the face. I know I used to, well, I'm still spending more time under my table than I need to. But y'all, when I first started, it got to be a running joke that every time I went live, something went under the table. Okay, so I'm going to clean that off as best I can, because that's a good brush. Hey, Kathy, a good brush, not a bush. A good brush, and this is a good brush, so I'll clean this off as best I can until I get ready to wash them. Okay, we'll move that. All right, we're gonna put these little shingles, and I'll paint the shingles when I get them on here. I think we're just gonna start. I'm measuring. See how many I need. Okay. And I probably ought to do this with wood glue, but let me see if I've got any wood glue that I can open. You'd think it took me 2 days to get around to doing this, and you'd think I'd be ready for it, wouldn't you? Ah, crap. But if you thought that, you'd be wrong. Okay, there. I'm just going to, yeah. I'm just going to put the glue on with the paintbrush and hope for the best. Let me see if I've got a trash paintbrush somewhere. Okay, I kind of like doing, you know, putting this on with the paintbrush just because I seem to be able to control it a little bit better. We're going to hope it sticks. Oh, there's Sean Jacobs coming in. I don't think I've seen you in a while, Sean. I'm glad to see you. You know, I'm thinking maybe I need a little bit of hot glue. I definitely need a little bit of hot glue. Over the table again. Oh gosh, right in the hot glue. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. What does that say? Well, I'm glad you're here now, Sean. If I don't have wood glue. Oh yeah, you could. I could do it with cardboard pieces, but I have these, so I thought I might as well use them, right? I hope I'm doing this right. Well, y'all, I'm not a roofer. Y'all probably knew that already. And y'all, really and truly, I may just do one side because otherwise I'm gonna be here all night. Except I have an idea. What would happen if I painted the, well, shoot. Maybe I'll just paint the roof. I'm just going to, this may make it go faster. Okay, now this it should go a little bit faster now. Paint the roof and then just put. I'll need to paint that too. Yeah, that'll work. I was excited. I finally got to watch a palette opening. That was fun. Okay, so I've got one row. I've been here, what, 20 minutes, and I've got one row of roof shingles. But you know you got to start, right? Got to start somewhere. And I'll paint this after a while. You know, when the should have done that already, but I didn't, so here we are. You know, I think if I hired me as a roofer, I would fire me immediately. Yes, Michelle. Now, my power came on at 3 o'clock this morning. And I know that because when I went to sleep, I wasn't thinking about the lights being on, you know, switched on. And at 3 o'clock this morning, my room was lit up like Times Square. Okay, we're motoring right through this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I should have thought about this. It's going to have a little gap. I'll show you my problem. I've got a little gap between the steeple and my roof tiles. I don't like that one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I probably should have done this in advance, but so you didn't have to just sit and watch. But I hope somebody's doing it with me. I hope y'all are making your oregano boxes or whatever you're doing with me. I think that would be fun. keep all kinds of things in oregano boxes. Okay, I'm going to have to figure out what to do about that little gap right there. Let me see. Okay, that'll work. I've ever painted a roof with wood glue before. This one's broken a little bit at the bottom, but I think it's okay because it's a top piece, so it'll be covered up. Get it there. Now, our roof is about to get kind of irregular, y'all. See, if I had thought, I would have started from here and had my irregular pieces on the ends and not in the middle, but that's why I'm not a roofer. Well, that and the fact that I don't like heights. Stay. Get down there and stay. Oh, the roof on the roof on this church is gonna leak. Yeah, it's definitely gonna leak. So is everybody having a good weekend? What are y'all doing? Anybody doing anything for fun this weekend? Come on. Put that in the wrong darn place. Oh well. It's getting a little sloppy now, y'all. I'm going to finish the roof later, because I'm making a mess of it right now. Okay, let me see. I did not think this through very well. What are you doing? Frankie's down here trying to eat a roof shingle. The dog will eat anything. Are y'all talking to each other? Please be talking to each other. I don't want to think of you out there being bored stiff. I may have to put moss on this roof. Because it's... What am I doing? Oh, I think you have a dinner date. Camille, you and your husband have a dinner date? Oh, family craft day, 9 to 5. What fun, Sean. Well, yeah, y'all, hanging out with Regina would be fun. Hanging out with you is fun, Justin. And Sister Jerry, you don't have anything fun going this weekend, but next weekend you do. Okay. I'm kind of looking forward to having a weekend with something fun to do. Right now, everything is about, good, John, I'm glad. Right now, everything is about getting Andrew in a place, but he still hadn't found a place to live, but he's got a deadline to be out by the 1st, or to at least have his stuff where I can get in and start working on my craft area down there. And I don't think we're going to make it. We as in he. So far what we've got is a situation where it's a mess down there and I can't find anything up here, so it's interesting. Okay, so we've got that, and see, I've got a little gap over here that I've got to figure out what to do with, and well, and a little gap right there. I need a tiny little thin piece. That'll do. I've got a little hole right there. I'm just going to cover it up with a little thin piece. And y'all, I'm going to finish this another time so that y'all don't have to sit here and watch me make a mess of things. Unless you just want to. If you just want to sit here and watch me make a mess of things, that's fine. Lordy. Well, there went a piece. Just glad to watch. Okay, well, I've started doing some of the diamond art painting, and it's really more fun than I thought it was going to be. I'm pleasantly surprised. I finished my coaster set, if any of you saw me start that. Get up here. You know, if I hired a roofer for my house that put the shingles on like this, he would be fired in no time at all. Because they are not remotely even. But it's okay. It's an old country church. It's been a while. It's been around for a long time. It's 100 and something years old. You know, and well, that one's upside down. You know, in 150 years, things shift around. Did that one upside down. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the glue comes out a lot easier if you actually pull the trigger. Things shift around, I'm gonna say, yeah. Okay, so there's half a roof done. And I'll stain it or paint it or something, but it's gonna leak. And see, what I should have done was plan this out better. Okay, well, y'all be real upset if I wait and do this when I have time to figure out how to do it. Will that bother anybody? Just know I'm going to shingle this side too. Or if somebody can tell me how to do it, I'll do it now. Might as well do it now. Because we don't have a whole lot to do to this church. So I think what I'll do is I'll just make the sides match. Somebody said something. You do me, okay. Yeah, I've shifted around too. That's why it doesn't bother me so much that other things shift, because if it's good enough for me, it's good enough for, you know, if it's good enough for things, it's good enough for me. Okay, that fits pretty well. You might say anything? What kind of glue I'm using? This is wood glue from Dollar Tree. That works as well as any other wood glue I've gotten, and it has the advantage if I can actually get it out of the bottle. I got some Gorilla wood glue that I thought, oh boy, that's going to be really good, but I can't get it out of the bottle. And I can't get the top off of it, so I just brush the glue on now and hope for the best, but it's just the Dollar Tree wood glue. Now, if you look at this closely, you're going to see that the two sides of the roof are not going to match, but I really don't mind. No, it's not bad. And like I say, it has a distinct advantage of coming out of the tube. Well, look at what I did, y'all. I put glue on them. Ouch. Both sides. Okay. I think I'm just going to throw this brush away. Do y'all forget what you're doing in the middle of something? Or is it just me? What is Michelle? Oh, you do? Okay. I frequently forget what I'm doing. And I almost always forget what I'm saying. Well, why is this side easier than the other side? I don't understand. Okay, wait, I need more shingles. What do I do with my shingles? Here they are. Okay, Justin says we're going to be painting chickens next week, so week after next. Any requests for what we do? Forget the common names of things. I do that too. That's I try not to think about it too much. Well, somebody asked for my name the other day, and I swear I had to think about it. Oh, it's a darn good thing I didn't go into roofing. Y'all are going to get tired of hearing that. Frankie, no. No, excuse me a minute. Okay. Good boy. Oh, I wish you could have seen him the other night. I was doing just a chat live, and Frankie got up here in my lap and took over the whole show. The whole thing. He was funny. And it was surprising because he's not a lap dog. He's not a cuddler. I wish he were. I'd love to cuddle with him, but was anybody else working on a box, or am I by myself? You and Regina are making boxes? Oh, good. Sylvia, you're working on a box? Oh, good. I'm glad. I can't wait to see some of them at the end of this. And we will have an end of this, I promise. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, we're almost done with the roof. I don't know if y'all, went to an estate sale yesterday and got an Oriental rug for $40 for my craft room. It's in good shape. It's in need of cleaning, but it's in good shape, so. And then I was looking for a thrift store that somebody said was real good over in a rural county, and I spent hours looking for it. And I should have known I would, because I went to that county doing the census, and it's a rural, very rural county, and GPS doesn't work, and half the time you don't get a cell service. So I spent several hours wandering around Cleburne County, Alabama. It's pretty countryside, but it's not what I wanted to be. Never did find the thrift store. Okay, just got one and a piece of another row to go, and then the roof will be done, except for being stained or painted. Like I say, we already know the roof's going to leak, so I'm not that worried about it. You just don't want to keep your prayer box in the rain. That's all. Don't keep it outside. It would be better if I didn't dip my fingers in the glue. Oh, Anita, if you're still on here, I was so sorry to hear about you getting hacked again. That's terrible. I will never understand why people feel like that's a good thing to do to somebody else. I'll do two more, or one more. Oh, I promise we're going to get through this tonight. I promise we're going to get through this. Just got this little roof tile left. Don't dip your fingers in the glue. Okay, so now we have a mess. Got a mess of glue strings. We do have a roof. I'm gonna let it set up real good and the glue dry, and then I'll go back and stain it. I got glue everywhere. Hang on a minute. I gotta clean myself up a little bit. I like it too. It looks pretty good. It's like I say, if I were paying somebody to roof it, I'd fire them. But for a non-roofer, it's not bad. Put that in there. This in here. And I gotta get this glue off my fingers. Y'all give me just a minute. Oh, there's it. Anita Carroll Art. I like the new name. I just hate that you had to get one. Wait, what'd I do? What'd I do? Okay, now, I'm gonna paint the doors red because I like red doors. If I can find the right size brush, yeah, this will do. And this is Crimson Tide metallic paint from Paint Pixie. Or it's supposed to be. If it comes out, it'll be. I don't know why, I just like red doors on churches. Frankie. This is not the right brush for this job. Frankie. Frankie's getting into something he doesn't need to get. It's going to have a red knob. Okay, so we've got, oh, I like that. And I'll touch up the paint here and there where it needs it later. Right now, I just want to get it on here. Okay, y'all. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I know I owe some of you aprons, and some of you napkins, and some of you angels, and I know it, and you will get them. It may be a while because when they started putting stuff in the garage from Andrew's space, they rearranged some of my stuff, and I can't get to my mail station. Okay, so, ooh, that's really red, isn't it? I like it though. Okay, now what I want to do is I got. Oh, sorry, I got to pick this up. Oh, where's the other one? Oh, there it is. My diamond art fell down. This is, I'll show you, this is a kit that I'm working on now. It's a tree and a moon. And I made mistakes on both of them, so the sides are different, but they're over here and they just fell on the floor. So let me put those away. I want to put that in water. So the church that I saw was kind of ivy covered, and I liked it, but I couldn't find any little ivy, so I got a sheet of boxwood. Yeah. Like from Walmart, I think. I've got an avalanche going over here. And I cut a strip of it that I want to put right here by the door, I think, but actually now that I look at it, it may be too big. I think it's too big. What do you think? And I have one for each side. What do you think? Is that too big for the door? Okay, I see some hearts going up, so maybe it's okay. Or I can get some, I have this lavender. I could put it over here. Not that long, and have the lavender. Well, that's actually kind of nice. Okay, tell me what y'all think, boxwood or lavender? Any opinion on that? You like it? Boxwood, okay. Uh-oh, boxwood, lavender. Two boxwoods, one lavender. Three boxwoods. Okay, boxwood it is. Oh, there's a lavender. Sorry. Hey, Susie. Got it for tonight. Okay, so far more people like the lavender. I mean the boxwood than the lavender, so that's what we'll use. But that's what we'll use. don't want to use too much glue because this is plastic and it will melt. Okay, you can still get the door open, so that's good. Okay. Susie, I'm glad you got to take a nap. Naps are good. I like naps. Okay. It's kind of cute. The door just kind of disappears, though, doesn't it? Let's see. One thing I thought about doing is putting some, I've got some more boxwood. This is like little trees. Let me see what this looks like. Thank you, Sister Jerry. I love red doors on churches. I don't know why. That's a little too big. I'm going to try something on the side, and we'll see how it works. But we can put some, you know, little trees over here. But what I thought I would do is, this is what is it called? Pixie dough? It does look like it's going up a trellis, doesn't it? That's, oh, part of it. Huh. Or we could use a lavender. We'll put the lavender on the side. One thing I'd kind of like to do, and y'all tell me what you think. It may be cheesy, so I'll get out. I don't know, but let me put that over here for a minute. I've got some of the, what is this stuff called? Justin, you know what it's called. I've got too much stuff piled up over here on my table next to me. You can put some of this down on the side here to look kind of like a ground, and then if I wanted to put a tree, I could anchor it in there so it would stay. So what do you think? Or should I just do, or I could, ooh. How does that look? That looks weird. Yeah, it looks like snow. I'm not going to do it. Let me see. Where are my scissors? That may be all right. does that look? Just to have a little... This looks like bushes, doesn't it? It's a hedge. It has a hedge. Okay, we're going to have a hedge. Look, Sister Jerry. Does that look okay, or does it just look weird? An idea. I like my lavender. I do love lavender. What do you think of that? Doesn't look bad. Thank you, Susie. I like it too. I think we're going to keep it. I think it looks like a hedge too. I like my little hedge. Yeah, Anita, did you send out friend request? I don't accept them anymore unless I know that the person whose name is on them is actually the one that sent them. Only if the name has Carol in it. Okay. Okay, I kind of like the lavender in there. Looks real churchy. And let's get this other side going. This stuff is real easy to cut with just scissors. Let's get the lavender over here too. 3. Get back up there. Okay, so now we got a lavender hedge on both sides. I'm not going to put one in the back. And we can if we want to. Wait. No, I think that. I've got some of this. If we wanted to, well, that one needs pliers or wire cutters. The only thing about this is it tends to shed. I don't like it. Okay, so we got the church, we got it decorated. Let's get all this crap out of the way, all this stuff out of the way. Now we're almost done. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sort of paint the roof here. And I'm going to get my chocolate souffle. And some water. Oops. I'll show you this in just a minute. Get off of there. Who knew that wouldn't be enough? See, I just kind of stained it. Ooh, that didn't look as good as I thought it did. There. I've seen roofs that look like that. I think I've had roofs that look like that. Thank you, Becky. It's just brown. It's chocolate souffle from Paint Pixie, and it's just watered down. Thanks, Justin. And clearly, I understand how much it's going to take. See, I was about to spray myself in the face again. Thank you, Sylvia. The steeple may have to be painted brown because I keep getting brown on it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to paint that brown. Anybody have any suggestions for what color to paint the top there? Yeah, so that's fading pretty nicely as it gets. Oops, I forgot the front. Looks like I'm painting it brown because that's the color I've got up there. Okay, missed a spot. Okay, so there's our church, that part of it. I'm thinking I may have to put a hedge in the back too, because it's just, maybe I'll just paint it brown. So I'm just painting the edges, just staining the edges with the same brown. So it's not just the raw wood sticking out. Don't want any raw wood sticking out. Okay. All right, so all we got left is the cross and, okay, I have two possibles of two things to put on this perch. I've got these praying hands that are from Totally Dazzled that can go right there. You can't see it because my fingers are in the way. Sorry about that. Tell you what I'll do. Just for the sake of you being able to see it, I'll put a little look fast, it's going to fall off. You can have praying hands up there, or we can have an angel. Did you say yes to the praying hands? Okay, so I'm going to give you a choice. And it's just hot glue, so I can put it back. You know, when I get ready to put it on for real, I use B7000 in glue, or we can have an angel. And then this is going to go up top. So, angel or praying hands, or nothing at all. Okay, Carolyn says angel. Okay, that's 2 angels. 3 angels, okay. Use the praying hands or something else. I kind of like the angel too. All right, seems to be unanimous on the angels. Yep, going with the angel. You like the angel better. Okay, well, I can't believe we got something unanimous. Started to say anonymous, but... Somebody said something. Why can't... We do love angels. We do love our angels, don't we? I'm afraid she's going to fall off when I set it up, so I'm just going to give her a little chance to settle in there. So, let's hope for the best. Nope. Okay. Everything's falling down on me. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so there we are. There we were. There we were. I'll get her to stick. I'm going to... Thank you, Carolyn. I kind of like it too. Get that glue off. Thank you, Dina. Okay, does anybody want to come in and show off what they did? I would love to see what some of you did. Now, when you get ready to, if you use it as a prayer box, first thing you do is find some paper. Just get yourself some paper and a pen of some sort. Seems to be something I don't have any of. And you write your name on there, and then you can just stick it in the hole here. And it's in the prayer box. Thank you, Susie. I'm actually kind of pleased with it, to tell you the truth. You're camera shy? Okay, yeah, please post your picture, but what about anybody else that may not be camera shy? Hey, Connie. Thank you, Sylvia. Is she still up there? Yeah, she is. Regina. I'm not seeing any doorbells ringing. And then, you know, you can put your prayer request in the hole there, and then if you want to take it out for some reason, thank you, Connie. Speaking of beautiful, you posted a picture of a little girl who was absolutely gorgeous. You can just open the doors and take it out. So that's my craft for tonight. Okay, and nobody's ringing the doorbell, so that's okay. If you made it, please post a picture, and y'all give me some ideas for next time. You know, I've got 2 weeks to find it, or a week. Oh, Regina, yay, Regina wants to come in. Nope, that's not how you do it. Prove. Okay, you've been invited, Regina. Just let me know. Okay. It's like riding a bike. Yeah, well, last time I tried to ride a bike, I fell off. So that's been years. Okay, y'all, thank you so much for being here. And what night is craft night with Regina? Regina, when is craft night with you? You craft every night, don't you? Okay, maybe she's not here anymore. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, y'all post your pictures when you get them done. Oh, the craft night for the chickens. That's going to be Sundays is craft night. The chickens, I think, are going to be in group next Thursday. I think. Tomorrow night at tomorrow night at 6:30. So that won't bring the chickens, but Regina's going to craft tomorrow night at 6:30 from Justin's kitchen, and then the chickens are Thursday. Just let me know. Okay. It's like riding a bike. Yeah, well, last time I tried to ride a bike, I fell off. So that's been years. Okay, y'all, thank you so much for being here. And what night is craft night with Regina? Regina, when is craft night with you? You craft every night, don't you? Okay, maybe she's not here anymore. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, y'all post your pictures when you get them done. Oh, the craft night for the chickens. That's going to be Sundays is craft night. The chickens, I think, are going to be in group next Thursday. I think. Tomorrow night tomorrow night at 6:30. So that won't bring the chickens, but Regina's going to craft tomorrow night at 6:30 from Justin's kitchen, and then the chickens are Thursday for. Oh, you're going to be crafting on her page. Okay, good. That'll be fun. It's always fun crafting with y'all. Okay, I'm getting off the phone. Getting off the phone. Getting off. I'm going to let y'all go about your evening, and I hope everybody has a good evening. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Sean. It's good to see you, my friend. I hope everything's okay. And I hope you enjoy the prayer box. What time? What I think she just said. Wait a minute. 6:30 Eastern. Tomorrow night, 6:30 Eastern on Sweet and Sassy Crafting. Regina and Justin, 6:30 Eastern. Okay, y'all. Good night. Remember, somebody in Alabama loves you, and it's me. Bye-bye, y'all.